Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video, and I did the heavy video yesterday. I talked about Eugenia Cooney, and that's kind of a little out of my wheelhouse. Usually I'm here for the fun, laugh, joke around, keep things light. That's kind of how I like to keep it. So I know this YouTuber, that's kind of more his style, just joking around, but he's investigating the most obese city in America, which I could tell you, it's in friggin' Texas. Like, I haven't seen any of this, and I bet it's in friggin' Texas, man. Everything's bigger in Texas, first off. And on my way back from Florida a few weeks ago, I stopped at friggin' Buc-ee's, and there was fudge and pecans covered in cinnamon and all kinds of good stuff. And I know Buc-ee's is from friggin' Texas. So y'all can't tell me y'all ain't eating good out there. Plus, they had this, what was it? It was like a friggin' barbecue in a gas station with 100 gas pumps. But I digress. I'm ranting about Buc-ee's. But, man, I made a drastic mistake today. I thought you guys would get a kick out of. Root beer float flavored protein shake. I can tell you, there ain't no ice cream in this thing. Only tears and regret. This thing tastes like hell. So do not buy those limited editions. But let's check this out, guys.
Fat people. Over 40% of America is
What a way
obese,
to start.
putting almost 1 of every 2 Americans at extreme risk of heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer, and death.
Hey, don't pick on Nikado. He's lost like 80, 90 pounds, I saw. Nikado's friggin' killing it. Give him some little bit of credit.
But I wondered, why are Americans getting so fat? So I drove to McAllen, Texas, the fattest city in America, 6 years in a row, to see if I could find any answers. But first, I needed some breakfast.
What a burger. What do people usually get for breakfast here?
Number 21.
Okay. So people usually get this for breakfast. Yeah.
Okay, I lived in Florida for like 2 years in Jacksonville. And I can tell you, everybody's, oh, Whataburger, it sucks. It's not that damn good. The only thing that was good there is their sweet tea. And I'm pretty sure there's about 10 pounds of sugar in that sucker. And that's why it tasted so good. But the burgers are kind of They're middle tier. Now, their chicken honey biscuit things in the morning, straight fire. You can't mess with that one. But I'm not going to eat that because I'm trying to lose weight.
Yeah, it's very popular.
980 calories.
Really?
Yeah. All right, McDonald's breakfast.
Holy shit, it's 3 o'clock right now, and I'm on 720 calories for the day right now.
Yeah, the guy in front of us is a pretty big dude. What did the last guy get? I'll get whatever he got.
You got a bacon, egg, and cheese with a sausage.
Thank you. Calories in this meal? It's probably 1,000. Breakfast number 3. Menu's looking...
Bro, it's been like 2 years since I've seen 2,000 calories. Sorry, I keep pausing.
fattening.
Would you like to try the loaded breakfast?
Is that what a lot of people get?
Yeah.
All right, breakfast for you.
After scarfing down a fattening 1,000-calorie plus breakfast an average American might eat on their way to work, I wondered if the local restaurants here were any healthier.
What do people typically get here for breakfast?
Dave's breakfast. 2 eggs.
Dave's breakfast? Yo quiero uno, por favor.
Okay, but I have to talk about McDonald's breakfast real quick because I saw him eating that golden hash brown. About a year after surgery, I decided I was craving one of those hash browns, and I tried to eat it. Big mistake. When your stomach's not used to that grease anymore, boy does it friggin' turn. It made my stomach do friggin' backflips. It was gross.
Pancakes?
Sí, un poquito, sí, sí. It's a big old breakfast. Oh my god, it's like a fried bomb of goodness. We got pancakes, sausage, bacon, eggs, this and that. My guess is probably 3,000
Bro, pecan pie for breakfast? You're tripping.
calories right here. Bro, straight up caramel. That's wild.
With the local restaurant's breakfast here no better than the fast food, I went to the nearby mall to ask the locals here why all the food down here is so fattening, but I found this instead.
I'm not sure who's renting these, but you have giant scooters, so you gotta...
I got up to 600 pounds and I never used a damn scooter. I thought about it before. I was like, oh, that thing looks kind of tempting, but I never did it. I used my legs, actually, or I just avoided going to the friggin' store, man. They have curbside everything now. Malls are dead. But also about breakfast, I was weird until I was like 18. I would only put butter on my pancakes, no syrup, ever. Like, I didn't like it.
gotta be lazy as hell to not even walk. All right, I'm renting one. Bro, I cannot believe this is real. Let's interview the locals. Do a lot of people rent these scooters at the mall?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is this like a McAllen specific thing?
Yeah.
I do feel like Nikocado avocado right now, to be honest.
Cruising on a scoozer built to help morbidly obese people move around the mall, I thought I was in Wall-E for a second. But the question was,
Do you know why McAllen's the obesity capital?
because you have friggin' scoozers everywhere. Also, side note, I saw Foot Locker in the background. You know how hard it is for me to find a pair of shoes at Foot Locker? I wear a size 15. They look at me like I'm speaking a different language when I ask for a size 15. And thank God my foot stopped at 15, because it went up a size a year until I was 15 years old. If that puppy would have kept going, we would have been in trouble.
The food,
Okay.
and they don't walk.
Why are people so big?
People like to eat junk food like chips or McDonald's and all that stuff.
And then, out of nowhere, I met this guy.
Yeah, do you have any thoughts? Yeah. All right, let's hear it. What's your name?
David.
David, how you doing, David?
Good, I'm a children's book author actually.
Okay, tell me about it. What's going on?
Can I have you guys recording?
Un momento, por favor. It's to help the nation. You want to go outside?
Yeah, man.
You want to hop on here? All right.
I kind of don't like when people in public are kind of just shoving their camera around in everyone's face. It just shows that you think you're more important than everybody. So while this is funny, if the people don't want to be filmed, like, and you're in a store or a mall, like, don't freaking film them. It's kind of gross.
Tell me about yourself. What's going on?
So yeah, I lost a brother and sister to diabetes.
Okay.
And so, you know, I got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes as well. And so that inspired me to write a children's book that encourages kids to eat healthy and exercise. The book is called The Adventures of Exo and Psy, like exercise.
I like that.
That's
And
kinda cool.
so Exo and Psy live in a town called Obesity, like obesity, where the mayor
Why does he have a shirt on that says chips? Like, okay, obesity, this guy looks pretty skinny. I was 600 pounds and had no signs of obesity. Praise the Lord, because it runs on both sides of my family, and I was friggin' begging for it.
is diabetes or diabetes. I'm trying to do my part to get people to change the way they eat.
Do you have any places maybe you could show us around here in McAllen?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah?
I'd love to.
Yeah, you're a blessing.
You guys seriously are a blessing, man.
Right on.
So
He's not
David
happy.
agreed to show me some of the reasons and places making the people of McAllen so fat.
Okay, so from birth to adulthood, why are people getting fat out here?
It's the food, it's the Mexican culture. It's like at the start of every good Mexican dish is
Bro, Mexicans eat good. I ain't gonna lie. I love me some Mexican food. But also, that guy's not friggin' fat. That's like where I'm trying to friggin' get, right? He's not fat. At least not in my opinion. I have a skewed perception of what's fat from being 600 pounds. People will be like, oh my God. And I'm like, well, they probably just had one too many burgers. Like, I don't think they're fat. Like, plus, I'm not even gonna go there, but this guy's not fat. He's just a Texan.
good handful of lard. I'm not joking with that. Refried beans, rice, tortillas. But then you got that mentality where, you know, you have to finish everything on your plate. This is, see right here, this is, you can see all those pastries right there. And
We got a ton of pastries here.
yeah.
This is a diabetes speed run, right?
Oh yeah.
Look at that right there. This place truly is obese. Like,
Over 40% of the population down here in the Rio Grande Valley is either diabetic or pre-diabetic.
Bro, that's insane. All that goodness coming over the border and all them flavors flowing in. America's truly great for that reason. All the different cultures and different foods. But it kind of lends itself to overconsumption. If you actually start looking at serving sizes and just like food journaling, you'll realize just how many damn calories you're eating. Because you might think you're eating all right. And then you realize that that little squirt of ketchup was 100 calories. Or that little dab of ranch was like 80. Like, it adds up. It adds up quick.
yeah. Let's see the tacos here.
Let's see the
Something
tacos.
someone might eat for lunch here.
Oh yeah.
Look at the calories. God damn. How you doing?
Just asking.
Yes, what's up?
What were you guys doing?
Oh, we're filming a documentary about obesity in America, and we're showcasing the tacos here as a prime facilitator of obesity and in turn premature death. But we'll be quick.
The beef fajita taco.
Damn, that's pretty heavy. And she ain't playing that. Why do you have to do that to her? Like, this is what I'm talking about, filming in public. You're just kind of invading people's space. But it's funny. But I don't think she's too thrilled to be the friggin' face of obesity in your documentary.
Taco has
Plus,
close
she
to
looked
1,000
good.
calories right there.
Got it. Made it to a panaderia.
Panaderia, they just serve a lot of Mexican bakery goods.
And you'll notice one thing too. No calorie count out here.
EBT, the SNAP also. So you can imagine, you know, the government's allowing people to
Oh,
come
you
and
can
use
use
food
food
stamps to
They
come
accept
in.
EBT here.
Yeah.
Government is funding diabetes and obesity. Are you ordering here? What are you getting?
Concha, tu conchas.
Tenemos una investigación diabetes en McAllen.
Diabetes, but I
¿Tú tienes
control.
diabetes?
Here's the crazy thing. Like, okay, obviously I had a problem with baked goods. But I would always friggin' like... You talk about, okay, you could walk in a place and get one donut. I didn't see the point. I needed a dozen. Like, I would just overdo everything to the max. I had no friggin' stop in me. everything I do goes way over the top. Like, it's a huge issue. And also, I've got a real issue with oversharing and telling you guys too much stuff, which is probably going to get me in trouble someday, but whatever. Diabetes 40% though? That's nuts.
My daughter and my grandson want concha there.
See, she has
What's a
diabetes
concha?
and she's buying the product.
Yeah, she's buying it, I think, for.
I thought a concha was a dirty word. I guess not. If they're eating conchas, it don't mean what I think it means.
Her daughter, her granddaughter. Yeah.
I doubt it. She's probably gonna have a snack of that too, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Where should we head to next? Maybe a taqueria?
Okay.
Vamos! For a papa taco. Every variation of taco imaginable. I'll try one birria. Gracias. All right. Exceso calorías, exceso azúcares. Yeah, that's nice.
What? I've actually never had a Mexican Coke. People rave about how good they are. Never went there. And I haven't had a Coke in probably close to 2 years now. Something like that. Once in a while, I'll have like a Monster Ultra, which I know is no friggin' better. Don't come for me. But I have to shake that sucker up. The carbonation does not feel good after you have the surgery.
That hits. Big old bite. I gotta say, I am mind blown because it's so tasty, but I know for a fact this is like 1,000-calorie nuke.
And after experiencing
More
this
than that.
fattening food firsthand, David invited me to his house to show me the reason he's so passionate about all of it.
Thank you so much. We got the order. Thank you. Click the link in the description to download Raid now. I got my order in almost 1 minute. Ridiculously fast and way too convenient, thus leading to a nation full of obese people.
After proving food is too accessible in America, I had made it to David's house so he could show me why he's so passionate about destroying.
I don't think the accessibility of food's the issue. I think it's just people either being like, I don't know, I don't want to say uneducated about food or not understanding just how much they're eating at a time. Because people will think they're eating healthy and not even realize it. But I don't know, maybe there's something to be said about the accessibility and the ease of grabbing junk food. But I think it's just the lack of people wanting healthy food, and I guess it's the ease of getting it because you can get junk food anywhere. I guess he's right.
Obesity.
Started doing it for these two people right here. That's my brother and sister,
that's my mic.
Mary and Henry, who passed away.
Yeah.
From diabetes. So I don't want anybody to have to go through what my family's had to go through, losing a brother and a sister, having another sister go blind. It's a really tough thing to see with the people that you love most eat.
Man, that's friggin' terrible. I'm sorry for his loss, but I'm focused on him having the same ring light for his phone as me and the same mic. Me and this guy must be friggin' brothers from a different mother.
Healthy, exercise, and good things are going to happen.
Okay, America has hope.
America does have hope.
After seeing obesity kill David's family, I flew to Florida to meet a guy named Mark who was on TLC's My 600-Pound Life and weighed over 700 pounds.
I've been meaning to check up on this guy because I've heard some stuff about him in the comments. People are like, you have to check him. He lost all this weight and then he didn't want the surgery. So I guess that's where they're going with this. But this guy was on my list of ones to do for sure.
At the end of the show, he lost 200 pounds and the doctor told him the only way he could lose more weight was to get a stomach reduction surgery.
We're in Orlando, Florida. We're meeting up with Mark, see what a day in his life looks like. Right now, he's 487 pounds. We're gonna see what got him here and what advice.
Okay, so he's just under 500, which would mean that his weight loss has dramatically slowed since the show. I don't know how long ago it was, but if he's still trying, good on him for losing that much weight. I 100% needed the surgery, and I will credit my surgeon for saving my life with that thing. Obviously, I had to put in some work too, but yeah, I needed it. I wasn't going to do it myself. It just seemed like too much, and I didn't feel like going through all that struggle, honestly.
Advice you might have for others. Yeah, how you doing? So your name's Mark.
Mark, yes sir.
You were on the show, My 600-Pound Life, on TLC.
Right.
You lose 184 pounds, you go to the doctor, and he says, hey, now you're at the point where we want you to do the weight reduction surgery, right?
Yeah, I did everything the doctor asked. I lost weight. He's like, okay, cool, you're approved for surgery. It's like, well, hold up. I'm kind of feeling this right now. Let me do this. He's like, okay, well, go again. Go lose another 50 pounds. And I lost like 40 pounds. You know, it's like, okay, cool.
Okay, so this guy got in the zone, and he just was like, okay, I don't need the surgery. I, like, in my head, like, hoped I could friggin' do something like that. But I was just struggling to get down the weight I needed to get the surgery. In all honesty, I'm telling you guys, if I was on this show, you would have laughed your ass off at me just struggling up and down, up and down. I was not doing good at first. And then some friggin' worldwide epidemic hits and F's me all up, so nothing was working for me. It was terrible. And then I had to go get all my clearances again. It was a nightmare.
great job. Let's get you into surgery.
And the surgery is a stomach reduction surgery?
Yeah, they cut your stomach.
Okay.
He said I have a 5% chance with the surgery and a 0% chance without.
Okay.
And I knew that my work ethic alone is going to eliminate that 5% gap.
Sure.
So, you.
When did the weight get put on?
Pandemic broke me.
Okay. And this is where everything...
What's all that hate for a doctor now? The pandemic can't be what broke you, but you lost enough weight that you felt very comfortable. And I always tell people that complacency is the enemy of people that are on a diet or a weight loss journey. Once you start to feel comfortable and like you've accomplished something, that's when the problem sinks in. And that's why I'm all the time talking about how much more I need to lose, because I don't want to sit on, my laurels and be like, hey, I've lost this much, I'm killing it. No, I still got this much to go. Plus we're always our own harshest critic, you know what I mean?
Everything goes to shit.
This is it, man.
Okay, let's walk through. That's cool. You lose your job and you're gaining a bunch of weight.
My life consisted of here to there, to the bathroom, to my chair, out here, to the front door.
Are you just locked?
That makes sense. That was also the same existence I was living, but I was heavier than that. That's all I would do. The only thing I would do is go to the bathroom, the kitchen, chair. And most of the time I was laying in bed watching TV. It truly was a sad existence. I wouldn't go back there for all the money in the world. You couldn't pay me enough to do that again. But hey, I'm living life. I'm trying to get better and working on myself every day. And it's just a work in progress, guys.
Locked in here, depressed.
I'm pretty much just locked in here depressed. This is my world. For me to go all the way to the other side of this little baby pool right
Yeah.
here, killed me.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the graveyard of bad memories right here. This couch. This is where life was for a long time.
Yeah, I used to be an athlete, man.
Yeah.
I could do the splits now.
Can I see? God damn. But I wanted...
Holy shit. A man that big doing the splits? Whoa. I'm just looking for a woman that can do that. That's all.
to understand how
Don't tell my
Mark got
girlfriend.
to 700 pounds in the first place.
Can we pull up DoorDash? This is the COVID depression menu. We got McDonald's, 7-Eleven, McDonald's.
2 sausage biscuit, 2 sausage McMuffin,
Sure.
hash brown, Dr. Pepper. That's breakfast. Wendy's, Baconator, then a Baconator combo. You get the
You get 2 of them.
Little Caesars pizza.
And this is
Oh yeah, baby. I'm having flashbacks thinking about that Baconator and that Italian cheesy bread, because I used to eat the hell out of that stuff.
all on the same day.
Yeah. As
So
soon
you
as
wanna
they
be on the show?
contacted me back, I was like, all right, it's time to go to work.
Got it.
Going to work at the time was literally me. One.
Basically, Mark is saying that when my 600-pound life asked him to be on the show, he knew he had to get healthy or he was gonna die.
As I get up and I put on my shoes, socks, head out the door, I go to the gym. Hey, this is my breakfast right here. I'm not.
He had one of those Premier shakes too, but he had the caramel one, which is actually okay. But yeah, I mean, start where you can start. You don't have to do it all overnight. You can't lose it all overnight. It's just a matter of putting that one foot in front of the other, because it's what they say, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. So you just got to get started. That's all.
Trying to lose 50 pounds to look good on a vacation. I'm fighting for my life. You tell somebody laying in a hospital bed that if you work hard, you're determined, and you stay consistent, you can change your life. I guarantee you every single person would stand up and fight to do that.
So I went to the gym with Mark to experience.
That's not always true. Sadly, some people just have totally given up on themselves, and that's just a sad fact, but you always can. I always say the only hole you can't dig yourself out of is the grave, so get out here and try.
An average day in his fight to become healthy again.
Drove by 8 times, took me the 9th time to come in.
Hopefully I'm kicked. Quite the compress work.
Another day at the hospital.
Let's go, Mark. Prove this. Holy. I'm gonna pass it.
Gassed after Mark's workout, I had a lot more sympathy for what he goes through on a daily basis. And as Mark and I drove back to his parents' house, Mark did something he thought he'd never be able to do again.
What's up?
I don't think.
Oh, seatbelt?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna fit on me though.
6-minute drive.
Man, I remember the day that I buckled my seatbelt again too. It's such a crazy good feeling, because you got to think about it. You've been driving around without a seatbelt for half a friggin' decade. Like, you cannot do it. I had a seatbelt extension, and that is like the saddest thing I've said in a long time. I needed a seatbelt extension. I had bruises on my stomach from sliding in my car and the wheel jabbing my stomach that hard. Like, it was friggin' sad. Because I needed a damn truck and I had a car.
Okay.
I haven't worn a seatbelt in years, bro.
Actually?
For real, yeah.
Look at how happy.
For real.
That's kind of crazy.
Kind of feel almost normal.
Hell yeah, man.
Don't give up, man.
With the click of Mark's seatbelt echoing in my ears, I realized that if a 700-pound man can turn his life around, then so can America.
I mean, that's facts. You just have to put one foot in front of the other, like I said. This guy is doing awesome, but he probably would have done a lot easier with the surgery. I think he probably got scared. A lot of people get scared of the surgery because it just seems like a lot. It's hard, and there is a lot of stuff that comes with it. I mean, I had kidney stones afterwards. I was dizzy as hell all the time because I neglected the vitamin. Like, there was stuff that definitely made it not so nice, and the acid reflux and vomiting in my sleep being one of those. But I would make that a choice again 100 times out of 100. It did wonderful things for me, and it pretty much gave me back my life. So I thank my surgeon for that. He's such a nice guy, Dr. McKenna. I actually did an interview with him if you guys want to check it out. He's really a nice guy, and he let me sit there and film him for this YouTube channel. But the fattest city in America, in Texas. Who would have thought? But, all right, I'll see y'all later. I got to go to Buc-ee's. Bye.